Hello everyone and welcome to PendulumEdu, and here in this session for vocabulary, we are back with another session for you and set of new words. If you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe it right away for regular sessions with us. And the article for today heads as another bailout on Lakshmi Vilas Bank. So this bank has been in news, okay? And if you read the articles and if you go through news articles every particular day, or I would say if you are a frequent observer, then you would have definitely you must have heard about it. Another bailout. What does this mean? Bailout is a noun first of all, and it is a term related to finance, okay? Bailout, you can say it is to grant, you can say a sort of aid or help before an organization or something declares itself bankrupt. So there are people who are coming up to help probably, and उससे पहले कि बैंक अपने आप को bankrupt बोले या फिर उनको bail out दे दिया गया. Bail out मतलब उनको help की गई है. Overall banking sector health is a concern despite the RBI's preemptive rescue efforts. Preemptive, that is well in advance. Alright. जो कि मतलब forestall होता है ना, मतलब future वो जांच लेते हैं या भाप लेते हैं, it's an adjective. So well in advance वो उस चीज़ की तैयारी कर लेते हैं पहले से. भले ही आरबीआई कितनी भी प्रीएम्प्टिव रेस्क्यू एफर्ट्स कर ले कि भाई पहले से बचाव करके फ्यूचर के पर्सपेक्टिव से सोच के पॉलिसीज बनाए या वॉट एवर, बट जो बैंकिंग सेक्टर है इट इज अ कंसर्न, ओके. देयर आर रिस्क्स एसोसिएटेड. The RBI's decision to recommend the imposition is noun which means the application. That to forceful, okay, forceful application, जिसको हम कहते हैं आरोपण. किसी चीज के ऊपर जैसे हम थोप देते हैं कोई चीज. So imposition of a 1 month moratorium. Moratorium again is a noun which means the gap or the time period given to pay the debts. एक जो relaxation दे दिया जाता है ना, अपना जो ऋण है आपको अगर वो पे करना है तो उसमें अगर आपको कोई रिलैक्सेशन दे दिया गया है या स्थगित कर दी गई है वो time span, that a particular thing is moratorium. So the 1 month moratorium is there on Lakshmi Vilas Bank, and almost simultaneously announce a draft scheme of amalgamation that entails the Indian unit of the Singapore government controlled DBS Bank taking over the capital staffed private lender marks a welcome intervention by the banking regulator. So what they have done, they have given 1 month moratorium to LVB, that is Lakshmi Vilas Bank. Secondly, Indian private bank and DBS, that is Singapore based bank, they have come together. Amalgamation means to come together, to join together, and they are going to capitalize or lend this private lender, that is any bank that is starving of money, okay, doesn't have much of money, they're going to invest into it. The well choreographed move will protect, okay fine, there's another word entail that was left. So entail is a verb, okay, right here, used here, which means to involve something or consider something necessary. ऑलराइट, किसी चीज़ को ज़रूरी समझना या मानना, उसको इंक्लूड करना, आवश्यक होना. तो वो जो ये बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है इस पॉइंट पर कि जो दो बैंक्स हैं मर्ज होके, नॉट जस्ट मर्जर बट एक कोलैबोरेशन करके वो हेल्प कर रहे हैं. The well choreographed move will protect the interests of depositors and employees, while shareholders will see the value of their holdings written off once the merger is operationalized. So once the merger starts operating, then only you will get to know how much beneficial is it, कितना वैल्यू है इस चीज में, वी विल कम टू नो ओनली वंस दिस मर्जर और द कोलैबोरेशन और द amalgamation comes into operation. Moving ahead, coming just about 8 months after another flailing private lender. Flailing is an adjective which means moving slowly. कहते ना घिसटते हुए, तो जो स्लोली ग्रेजुअली जो प्राइवेट लेंडर चल रहा है, आगे बढ़ रहा है. आफ्टर 8 months, Yes Bank was rescued. Again, the private lender Yes Bank was rescued by an RBI orchestrated capital infusion. The Karur-based banks proposed bailout signals that the regulator is keen to proactively step in to ward off risks to wider financial stability. Ward off, that means to save, okay, from drowning or from getting ruined. बचाना, protect करना. Alright, so risks को जो है वो completely eradicate करके, remove करके उनको save करने की बात करें. The LVB had become a candidate for regulatory intervention, was evident after its continuous losses, steady erosion of its net worth, and inability to raise fresh capital to bolster its balance sheet. So all of these things that it's doing is to strengthen. Bolster is a verb which is to strengthen. मतलब एक तरीके से उसको शक्ति देना, मजबूत बनाना. Okay. So bolster its balance sheet, wants to actually bolster the balance sheet. Despite being placed under the RBI's prompt corrective action framework in September 2019, the lender's finances deteriorated to the point where its gross ratio of non-performing assets to advances shot up to 25.4% in March 2020. So you see the NPA level, if you check that in March 2020, it went up to 25.4%. So these were the non-performing assets. Now, if the number is going to this extent, that you can just imagine how, like in what way the entire situation must have gone down or deteriorated. And the Tier 1 capital ratio turned negative, that is 0.88 at the end of that quarter. That capital ratio subsequently worsened to minus 4.85% by the end of September, tipping the central bank's hand. Even the central bank was not capable enough or was not able to get over to help the other banks, because the situation was such. You see the numbers, you see the facts. The numerical value speaks the lot. So this is the state of the central bank. This was the status of the central bank and other banks. We're just talking about Lakshmi Vilas Bank, that is LVB at present, that has received another bailout. There was another bank, Yes Bank, that received a bailout again. So there are many banks, even if this is what the writer has said in the very beginning, that even though RBI tries its best, comes up with best of policies in advance, there are risks associated to this sector. Moving ahead, it has also been stated, overall banking sector health, however, remains a significant concern, notwithstanding this latest rescue effort. On Wednesday, Geeta Gopinath, the IMF's chief economist, flagged the wide-ranging damage the COVID-19 had inflicted on the global economy. Flagged, that means pointed out. वर्ब है इशारा करना या उस चीज पर एम्फसाइज करना. Inflicted, pose threat to, या नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट जो होता है. तो इन्फ्लिक्ट किया है, उन्होंने क्या किया है, सब एक तरीके से आप कह सकते हो नुकसान पहुंचाना। तो जो नुकसान पहुंचाया है कोविड ने, पैंडेमिक ने, ऑन द ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी एंड वार्नड ऑफ डीपर लेगेसी स्कार, मतलब उन्होंने वार्न किया है आगे कि क्या क्या हो सकता है अगर हम अभी इन चीज़ों को सही ढंग से नहीं संभालेंगे। मोर स्ट्रेस ऑन कॉर्पोरेट बैलेंस शीट्स एंड गवर्नमेंट्स बर्डन विद लार्ज डेट, बिकॉज पीपल विल लुक फॉर लोन्स, पीपल विल लुक फॉर money from the market because they won't have, so in future there is going to be debt concerns. For all its liquidity bolstering measures since March, the RBI now faces the prospect of having to maintain a heightened vigil over vigil, that is nazar. Vigil is noun, which means clear watch. एक तरीके से अच्छे से किसी नजर रखना over scheduled commercial bank as well as non-banking financial companies and mortgage lenders, given the threat of contagion from a failure here. Contagion is noun which means community transfer. So through communication, disease is spreading at the faster pace. You don't know where is it coming from, where it is not, but it is spreading at a very faster pace. So here if you just see, because of this particular thing, that is the contagion part that we're talking about, stop. So the contagion part that we're talking about, it might result into an utter failure later. So we have to be very keen and we have to be really observing whatever things are happening around us. We have to take care of our environment, health and economy as well. Moving ahead, the writer has also given the RBI had in its financial stability report in July pointed out that its stress tests indicated that the gross NPA ratio of commercial banks could worsen to 14.7% by March 2021 from 8.5% a year earlier if the pandemic's adverse economic impact caused the GDP to contract by 8.9% in the current fiscal. So this is what the RBI has clearly given, the facts that RBI has clearly quoted, that this is the situation that is, and this is the situation that the future will have. Might have. In October, the bank forecast India's GDP would shrink by 9.5%. And earlier this month cautioned that lurking around the corner was the major risk of stress intensifying among households. Intensify is a verb, means increase, बढ़ना, ठीक है? So ये एक major reason होगा stress का, and firms that could spill over into financial sector. The RBI has its tasks cut out in ensuring it keeps the crucial engine of credit taking over as the economy strives to revive. Strive is a verb which means to struggle. Try करना, ठीक है ना? कोशिश करना. तो जब तक इकोनॉमी स्ट्रगल कर रही है, स्ट्राइव कर रही है कि वो वापस से ठीक हो जाए, सब कुछ पहले जैसा हो जाए, रिवाइव हो जाए, in that time period RBI is trying its best कि वो भी एक अच्छे पेस पर इकोनॉमी को बेटर से बेटर पिक्चर में वापस ला सके. So it's not just the responsibility of RBI or the central bank or the central government, it is the responsibility of every individual here at present, because the situation we are in, if we don't realize the intensity and I would say the intensity and the sincerity of this thing, seriousness of it, then definitely we all are going to suffer a lot. So that is why we say that keep home and keep safe, keep learning and growing. The words that we have discussed in this article for the bailout thing, along with the impact that the pandemic is having and has had until now, we're talking about that so far. The list is there on the site. You have to go to the link given in the description below and you get a list of the words with meaning. synonyms, antonyms, and example sentences. So not to forget to practice these words for sure, and let us know the words that you already know or the words that are new for you. I shall see you soon in the next session. Till then, keep learning and growing. Thank you so much.